Welcome back to LBG Reviews. Today we'll be talking about Dave the Diver, a game where you play as a formerly retired diver who agrees to help out with a sushi restaurant because of his love of sushi. The game sees Dave diving into a place called the Great Blue Hole. In the Great Blue Hole, the fish change every day. As a result, there's a wide variety of fish for you to find and serve in the restaurant. So the gameplay is broken up into two parts. You dive once in the morning, you can dive again in the afternoon, but in between that and after the second dive of the day, you help out with the sushi restaurant that your friend is operating. You have to create menu items, and then you have to serve those menu items as well as managing customer satisfaction, serving them green tea, all the while investigating the secrets of the Great Blue Hole and why its ecology changes every day, completing quests and earning rewards and improving your equipment along the way. So what are my thoughts on Dave the Diver? Well, first off, in terms of accessibility, Dave's harpoon gun is awful. So, for those who don't know, alongside my visual disability, I also have aphantasia. It means I cannot visualize things in my head, and as a result, seeing this little marker to indicate at what angle the harpoon gun will launch, it's really difficult for me to personally figure out, okay, am I going to hit that fish? Should I even take this shot? And so as a result, I was really struggling with the early stages of the gameplay. To preface, I have no idea if you can improve your harpoon gun to maybe have, and this might sound ridiculous, to have a laser sight to help you aim it, but at least in the early stages, for me personally, it was really difficult to pinpoint what angle exactly I was aiming at, and then likewise my reaction timing once I realized that the angle was good was also pretty poor, so oftentimes I would miss my shot. Secondly, Dave the Diver doesn't really offer a lot of accessibility features. The only thing that it really offers on my Steam Deck is the ability to increase, decrease, or disable controller rumble, which, to be frank, that's not really much of an accessibility thing. Actually, kind of it is. It's good if you've got hand problems and the rumble feels uncomfortable to you, but it's not much of an accessibility feature otherwise. And the little bit I've played of the game before making this video, it's been really fun, really enjoyable. I enjoy the back and forth of diving for fish, then coming back to the restaurant, figuring out the sushi I'll serve for the night, and then going back and forth between customers, earning the cash. I have not made it to the point where you can acquire upgrades yet. None of that yet, so as a result, these are my initial brief interactions with the gameplay. And it's really fascinating. I love the concept of this one location in the ocean where every fish from around the world can just be found at random, and then when you come back the next day, it's a new fish, and so on and so forth, and the environment changes each day. And so in a lot of ways, I agree with a sentiment that I saw in articles talking about the game. It is essentially a exploration RPG management game, and yeah, that feels very true. So then why am I even talking about Dave the Diver though, if I haven't really played that much of it? Well, to put it simply, as I'd mentioned in a comment that I'd left on my as I had mentioned in a comment that I had made on my Tears of the Kingdom video some time ago at this point, I am currently gearing up for another long trip with my family, and so as a result, I am preparing videos far in advance. So normally I would have bought Dave the Diver, played around with it for a few weeks, gotten accustomed to it and the gameplay loops, and then I would have decided whether or not Dave the Diver was worth talking about. However, I don't really have that luxury as the trip is rapidly approaching, and I still need a few videos prepared for while we're gone and the few days after we come back within my upload schedule. I would say that it's similar to what is very likely last week's Chicory, A Colorful Tale video. I have been trying to prepare for this trip, so oftentimes I'm recording the voiceover before I even do the gameplay recording because I'm trying to juggle all the various aspects of my life. So with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit I've played of Dave the Diver. I think it'll be a fun experience, and in the future I plan to do a retrospective series talking about the various videos I've made and going over them and the thoughts that I have on them after doing X amount of videos and determining how well do my thoughts still hold up and how could things improve. I hope you guys are excited for the future of my channel because I know I am. See you guys next week.